we are today. I'm going to be making another double Z fold card. They're one of my favourites, and as you look back down through my other videos that I've done, you'll notice I've done a few of these. I love them because you can get really creative with it, and you can just let your mind take you to different sorts of scenarios, really, because you get your stamp set and you really just want to do something a little bit different with it. So this is what I've come up with, hanging baskets, and I've used the Oh So Succulent stamp set today. So this is comes as a double deal, which is where you buy the, let me get it opened, where you buy the dies and the stamp set, and you get a 10% discount by buying the both of them. So just like my other sets that have dies that match, I always pop them in with my stamps, and then everything's together just using the magnet strips. So, and these are the lovely stamps that come with it. I really like this because it's really versatile, and you'll see that in my up and coming videos I'm actually going to do a little bit with this because there's just so many ideas going on in my head that I need to get them out onto paper. So let's start today and let's make this double Z card for someone's birthday. Now it's not hard to do, it's just a little bit fiddly. So let's get started. The first thing you need is your pieces of card to start. Now I'm using the Tip Top Top card, and this particular one, this is our main card, and this measures 28 centimeters by 11 centimeters, and then we'll score that, and we're going to score at 14 centimeters and 7 centimeters. The next piece you're going to need is 13 by 9.5, and that's your white cardstock. You're going to need a piece 9.5 by 6 centimeters, another white cardstock, and then this one 9.5 by 6 centimeters. So those two there are exactly the same, so you need two of those. You need two white cardstock strips, one at 28.2 centimeters and one at 28 times 1.5 centimeters, and then you're going to score both of those at 7 centimeters and 14 centimeters. All right. You're going to need two more little pieces here of Whisper White cardstock, and they are 9.5 centimeters by 1 centimeter, and you need two of those. You're going to then score them at 1.5 centimeters, and then again at 8.2 centimeters. Now they're going to hold our hanging baskets up. Alright, so that's what we need for that. And then some Designer Series paper, and this is from the Oh So Succulent Designer Series pack. Beautiful papers, and this particular one is, oh, I've written it on the back too, 9 by 5.5. So at the end, if I've got a bit of time, I will show you those in the catalogue because they're gorgeous. Alright, let's get started. First of all, we need to score our card. I'll just bring this in here. Okay, so we're going to score our card at 7 centimeters and 14 centimeters. And there we go, done. Right, so then all we do then is fold our card at the center and then fold it back there. So you have your Z. Alright, once we've got that, we bring in our other little pieces. Now these two pieces here, this one and this one, are going right here and here. And in my card you will see that I have embossed the brick wall in that one and that one, so we just need to do that, and we've used the embossing folder for that. So I'll just grab my big shot. Okay, so we just set the big shot up ready with the embossing folder. Now the bricks go, hopefully I've got you in shot there, the bricks go long ways, so that little one needs to go in with the bricks going that way. So pop that in and we'll run that through. Pop the other through. Pop that back through the folder. And there we have the brick wall. So we just bring these back in, and we're just going to adhere those to the card. I'm just going to use my snail and pop that just into the center of the card there. And then we're going to stick this one at the front. Just finding the center, and then we're going to pop our DSP right there in the middle piece. I like using this bit because it's actually keeps that green grass sort of look, and the look I've really tried to get with making this card is a sort of climbing wall, plant featuring type card. Okay, so there we have that part there. The next part we want to be doing is we are going to use these pieces here. Now, I've already pre-stamped them on the other side, and the reason I've done that is it's would take up too much time on the video to do it. So what I'm going to do is show you how I've done this two-step process by popping the last stamp on the end here. So I just need my block, and the stamps that I'm going to use, the two stamps are in the set. One is the background and one is the highlighter, which goes around and highlights the outside of the stalks and things in the grass. So what we need is two shades of green. The greens I'm going to use is Pear Pizzazz and Old Olive. So we just take the lightest one, which is our Pear Pizzazz, and we're just going to stamp that and pop that onto there, just like that. And you can see the difference there of what it looks like. Then you're going to come in with the darker shade. Whoops. And that is going to, you just line that up. Don't want to get my head in the shot, but we'll just give it a quick go. There we go. And that then highlights the grass in that dark shade. Doesn't it give it a good effect? I really like the effect on that. Okay, so we've done that. The other piece, that one's going to go on the bottom. This is going to go across the top because I really want to get that look that the vines are climbing around and growing wildly. So I've decided, I think this looks like a little bit of wisteria. So I have popped that in. Now this is a two stamp process too, and as you can see I've done the underneath side. So now I just need to go through and put the highlighted side on. So you'll see this one here is flat with no ridges, and this one has the ridges, and that's going to give us the detailed effect around the outside. Now what I did with this particular one is I have used Sweet Sugar Plum, and I stamped off and then onto the card so that I get a lighter shade. And then when I come in with this darker stamp, I can stay in the same colorway, and I just need to use it straight from the pad to here. Now I'm going to have to probably lean in, or you're going to have to forgive how I line this up. So just come along and just going straight over the top, and that's exactly what I've done with this little climber in there too. And this is just giving the outside highlighted. This is really worth getting the stamp. When you start to see how much you can do with the set, you'll just be amazed. And I'm going to try and show you some different ways too. So let's finish that up. So what we want to do now is we want to attach these to the card. And we just want to fold this here, fold your card up, and that's going to run along there like that. So then you just keep that folded, put your adhesive along there, and then just slot that into place, just like that. The next one we're going to do exactly the same. Whoops. Oh, gone the wrong way, in that way, and we're going to pop that right across the top there. So keeping this together, You put your adhesive there, and your adhesive there, and pop it on. So it's starting to get some structure now. Right, just like that. So next thing we want to do is start building the flowers up. Now in this stamp set we have the die cuts. Now you can do a complete succulent with all of these, and all you do is you layer them all on top of each other. But because my card wouldn't justify sticking that massive flower on there, it would be all out of proportion, I decided just to cut out these ones here. So these 4 here. So by doing that through the Big Shot machine, I came up with this one, and this one, and this one. Alright, now all you need to do to pop those together is use your glue dots and pop them together. So one in the center, and then you just offset your flower as you go along. And it comes together, so I don't have to make a big huge flower if I don't wish to. Now the other thing that you can do, which I will quickly show you how to do, is that in our stamp set here you get these gorgeous little, you probably can't see it, it's like what really makes this flower pop. Okay, so we just flip this up this way, tap it into the white, and then you just go round highlighting, whoops, highlighting your flower. Now I am using a big block here, but it's the closest one I grabbed, and that just gives that flower, it just pops. Okay, so there we have the flower. The next thing we need is we need 2 other little flowers that we've made using the same process. Actually, we'll probably just use the one, and we're just going to pop that on just like that. Then I am just going to pop this one with a glue dot. Oops. Pop that there. Stick that one in behind. It all comes together quite quickly. So then what we have to do, just put some glue on these little pieces. Now these are what I call my hanging rafters, and you're just going to pop those inside there. Okay. We're going to hold or house our little pots. Whoops. And just fold them back. Now it doesn't matter where you put these within here, just evenly space them. The next, oh, and then just push them hard. Okay, then I've made these little pots. Oops. So what I did was I stamped the little flowers first and made those, then made the little hanging flowers, and the little pot, how I made that was that I used this stamp set here, whoops, we've just had a fall over, Vertical Gardens, and I just took this pot out of here, and as you can see I've just taken that off, but all you need to do is just pop that like that, and I just grab my pens, pop that onto there, and then I use, whoops, crumb cake for the stem, just like that. Then you stamp that onto a piece of white cardstock, and then you just need to fussy cut that out and then pop your little flowers onto there. Very simple, and that's how I made my little hanging pot. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's stick these on. We need to grab our glue dots, and all you do is pop them up there. See how simple that is? And what I actually did was some of them I made a bit shorter, and I just pop it up a bit higher and then clip it off. So we'll just clip that off, pop that in there, stick it up there. Alright, the next step is to then pop one in the back there. So you're wanting to make 4 of them, just like that. The next, oops, we've put him on a bit crooked. The next thing you want to be doing is, I just like a little bit of flour in the back there, just to soften that edge. So there you have that part. And just squish that down there, get everything straight. Now we need to just be working here with this. And so what we're going to do is, I've stamped this little piece here, and that is happy birthday to a very special person. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pop that in there. So now I've popped this stamp on a piece of black cardstock and just sponged a little bit of white ink around, and that's going to give you that little blackboard look. And this here is just stamped on in the white ink as well. So that gives me that little blackboard look. Now what we need to do is get some linen thread. So what I do is, I just cut a little bit of linen thread off and take my wee sign, put some adhesive on the back and stick that down like that. Actually, we'll go across a little bit. We just stick that down just like that, and then run that adhesive right across the back. Now you can also, I've done that, but it's not too late to throw in, if you want to actually pop that up off the card and put some dimensions on. That's quite neat. So we're going to stick that just there like that. Then I'm going to grab, I have some little these here are in colour little stickers, and I'm going to grab the sugar plum, and we're going to grab a little heart. I should just grab this with my, and we're just going to pull that up and pop that there, and that gives us the look that it's hanging over a nail. Isn't that cute? Right, now I've gone ahead and I have pre-made some more flowers, and we're going to pop these on, pop this one with dimensionals, just going to pop that on there, stick that there, and I think I just like these ones flat, so I'm just going to pop some snail on the back and then just pop them in. Well, actually, we'll put that over the sign a little bit, which will be quite cute. Okay, so that's that done. Sweet for someone's birthday. You, of course, like I said earlier, you can do anything with it. So thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.